Hey everyone, welcome to the Backchannel. Today I want to talk about some advice that sounds a little bit more like business advice, not so much fundraising advice. But if you all have been following any of my content, I think you guys know that I really believe that preparing to fundraise is much more about doing the right things and building a company the right way, doing the best that you can to build a great company, and then communicating in a way that allows investors to discover that. So in a lot of ways, advice that helps you produce a better outcome within your company is also going to be, in turn, fundraising advice. So what's that advice today? Today, it's about launching before you think you're ready. Now, you've probably heard things like launch fast and break things, iterate, lean startup, all these things that reference this idea of launching very fast, launching quickly, jumping off a cliff, and then building an airplane on your way down. These are all cliches that I'm sure you've heard, but perhaps haven't had it unpacked in a way that maybe resonates with you. So I want to take a stab at that and talk through that today. So one of the biggest things that I saw in my own experience running a startup was, even though I knew the advice that we should launch fast and iterate, there is this feeling when you're doing your first startup of being judged around what you put out in the world. And that feeling can be paralyzing. It can give you this paralysis of perfection where you don't feel like putting something out there unless it's your best work. Now, that is wrong in so many levels. The biggest one being, in my opinion, that whatever you have in your mind as a founder is going to be wrong. Whatever you have in your mind is not exactly what needs to be built for the customer. And the only way you're going to discover that is by putting it in the hands of the customer. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by launching. If you're a startup trying to sell into enterprises, I'm sure you've been dreading getting some sort of certification like SOC 2 or HIPAA. I know I did when I ran my last startup, and it cost us a lot of important deals. Well, you're in luck, because not only is there an awesome solution called Vanta that makes the process dead simple, but also funded listeners get $1,000 off their service just by going to vanta.com/funded. Check it out. So instead of launching when you have something that you feel proud of, or launching when you feel like you have something that'll work, you should be launching when you have something that allows you to start having a conversation with customers. You want to get something in the hands of customers so that you can start asking them questions. I often talk about this idea of you want to have the minimum viable conversation, something that allows you to engage with the customer, and that's all you need. Now, doing so will allow you to get in market, get feedback, iterate, and get to a better product. The product that the customer actually wants, the product that the market is actually looking for. And of course, that's going to be better for your business. But along the way, before you even get there, demonstrating that you're the type of founder that launches fast, iterates, and looks to learn quickly is going to be one of the signals that will help you raise capital. So if you're one of these early stage founders who has an idea and wants to start building, thinks that they can't start talking to customers until they have a full product ready, well, the advice that I would give you is, by starting down and executing the process of launching before you think you're ready, launching before you have a product that you're proud of, even in the middle of that, if you were to talk to investors, that is going to pique the interest of a lot of investors, because they will see that you're the type of founder that operates the right way, that is running the playbook of launching fast, iterating, and doing everything they can to learn in order to get to the right product sooner rather than later. The thing that I'll tell you that I wish somebody had sat me down when I was running my last venture-backed startup is, yes, it is going to feel painful to put something out there that is not beautiful, that is not perfect, that has bugs, but that pain is going to be far less painful than the pain you will experience by not launching fast enough, not having the right product, and waiting too long. So take a little bit of pain in order to learn, in order to avoid a much bigger pain of launching too late. All right, so that's my advice today. It doubles as great advice for running a startup in the earliest stages, as well as great advice to help attract investors and get them more excited about what you are doing. All right, that's this episode of the Backchannel. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.